Have you ever been betrayed, lied to, disrespected, and then told to just let it go? What if I told you that showing mercy to the wrong people is the very reason they never change? That your silence, your forgiveness, is actually enabling their toxic patterns? This isn't about revenge, it's about justice, about boundaries, and about honor. Stoic wisdom teaches us something brutally honest. If a person escapes the consequences of their actions, they will repeat those actions again and again and again. In this video, I'll reveal 5 powerful reasons why you should let them face what they've earned, with zero mercy. If you've been used, disrespected, or underestimated, this might just be the most important message you hear this year. Stay until the end, because it's time you remembered your worth. Reason 1. Consequences are the only true teacher. Human beings don't learn from comfort. They learn from pain. Think about it. How many times have you warned someone nicely? Gave them a second chance? Maybe even a third? And what happened? Did they suddenly change? Number. They grew bolder, more entitled, more toxic. That's because comfort breeds complacency. But consequences? Consequences spark change. In Stoic philosophy, Epictetus reminds us, "It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them." And when we protect people from the judgment of their actions, we rob them of the clarity they desperately need. Facing consequences forces reflection. It interrupts the illusion. It reveals character. When someone feels the full impact of their behavior, when they realize they cannot treat others like tools without repercussion, they're finally forced to confront who they really are. You are not their rehab, you are not their shield, and you're not their parent. By allowing someone to face consequences, you're giving them the rare opportunity to grow up. You're letting life do what your words never could. So don't feel guilty. Don't second guess it. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let someone fall hard. Because the harsh truth is, if they never feel the heat, they'll never stop playing with fire. Reason 2. Protecting yourself is not cruel. It's wisdom. There's a dangerous narrative in today's world that being kind means being a doormat. Let's be clear. Forgiveness doesn't mean access. Mercy doesn't mean tolerance. And compassion does not mean self-destruction. Stoicism teaches us to control only what we can. And you know what's within your control? Your peace, your boundaries, your energy. When someone crosses the line, whether it's manipulation, lies, or emotional abuse, and you let it slide for peace, you're not creating peace. You're delaying the war. And here's the kicker. The more you protect the wrong person from facing consequences, the more you endanger yourself. Imagine giving someone a sword and trusting they won't stab you again, just because they said sorry. You take the sword away. You build a wall. You enforce the line. You're not punishing them. You're preserving you. In a world where people get away with too much, be the one who draws the line and means it. Self-respect isn't arrogance. It's armor. You're not cruel for letting someone deal with the mess they made. You're wise. You're healing. You're evolving. Reason 3. Mercy without accountability breeds monsters. What happens when you keep forgiving someone without change? You feed their ego. You reinforce their belief that they can do whatever they want and still be loved, still be accepted, still be welcomed. This is how narcissists are born. This is how manipulators thrive. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." But that doesn't mean pretending the enemy didn't hurt you. It means you let natural law correct them, not your anger. You walk away. You cut the tie. You stop protecting them from their karma. Because when mercy is endless and accountability is absent, people rot from the inside. They stop seeing others as humans. They see them as tools, stepping stones, backups. Letting someone escape the weight of their own behavior doesn't save them. It destroys them. It turns them into a shell of who they were meant to become. It's time to realize your tolerance might be killing their soul. You don't owe anyone the destruction of your sanity, your dignity, or your future. You owe yourself clarity, strength, and a clean break. Let them face the storm they summoned. Reason 4. Actions without consequences. Poison relationships. Think about any relationship that's gone toxic, romantic, family, friendship. At the root of that collapse is one consistent truth. Someone kept violating the unspoken contract, and nothing happened. They lied, and you forgave. They disrespected you, and you made excuses. They took advantage, and you stayed silent. What does that create? Resentment, and resentment is the slow death of every connection. When you let someone get away with betrayal, they don't feel closer to you. They feel more powerful over you. And now, the relationship isn't built on mutual respect anymore. It's built on control, fear, manipulation. You can't build something strong on a cracked foundation. And make no mistake, every boundary you fail to enforce becomes a crack. Letting someone face the music may end the relationship, but it'll save your soul. The Stoics believed in justice, not as punishment, but as balance. If someone disrupts the balance, consequences restore it. You don't fix relationships by hiding the damage. You fix them by exposing the truth, even if that means burning the bridge. Because if the bridge leads to a place that breaks you, maybe it was never meant to be crossed. Reason 5. It's time to reclaim your power. Let's be brutally honest. People can smell weakness. If they sense you're afraid to speak up, afraid to walk away, afraid to let them fall, they will use that fear against you. And that's how you get stuck in cycles of manipulation, trauma bonding, and emotional chaos. But the moment you decide, no more mercy for those who abuse my kindness, that's the moment you take your power back. That's the moment your posture changes, your energy changes, and they feel it. Stoicism isn't about emotionless living. It's about emotional mastery. It's about knowing when to act with compassion and when to stand your ground with fire in your eyes. Every time you let someone escape consequences, you give them power over your life. But when you let them face it, you send a clear message. I respect myself too much to carry your burden any longer. You're not heartless. You're done being helpless. Let them feel the silence. Let them miss your presence. Let them sit in the emptiness they created. And while they spiral, you rise. Conclusion. It's time to stop saving people from their own lessons. Your peace, your power, and your future are worth more than false harmony. Let them face the consequences. Let life teach them what your words couldn't. You owe it to yourself to walk in strength, not in fear. Stoic wisdom isn't cold, it's clear, and it's telling you were never meant to suffer for someone else's growth. If this hit home, don't leave without subscribing, sharing this video with someone who needs it, and dropping your story in the comments below. Stand firm, set the boundary, and never show mercy to the unrepentant. We rise together.